How's it going today, my YouTubians? I'm Asherella. This is Original Asherella, and today is February 14th, also known as Valentine's Day. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Valentine's Day. I don't hate it, but I don't particularly need it, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but considering it's Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is supposed to be all about, like, love and romance, I thought there was no better time than to do an r slash relationship advice video. Before I get into that, though, I want to talk about my personal feelings on Valentine's Day very briefly. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't need it. I am definitely the type of person that I would prefer like multiple random small acts and gestures of love and affection throughout the year rather than like one big day of like overpriced like candy and flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, there's all this pressure on Valentine's Day for people to, make these grand romantic gestures. And as long as they nail it on Valentine's Day, they don't have to put in any other effort throughout the year. And I would rather have, the ongoing effort. And I know it's not like either Valentine's Day or, the other, but I feel like that is often how it happens. And like I am a gift giver. Like I love picking out gifts for my loved ones, but I would rather get somebody like a surprise gift to show them that I'm thinking about them rather than something that is anticipated or predicted or, obligatory. You know what I'm saying? And I also am the type of gift giver where I really like to put a lot of thought into the gift that I'm giving. If it's like just a random gift or a birthday present or a Christmas gift or whatever, like I want it to be special to that person, not just some prepackaged gift off the shelf. I certainly love romance and romantic gestures, and I don't have a problem with that. And, if I was with somebody that really loved Valentine's Day, I would certainly do what I can to make them feel special in that day. But I personally just have never really needed it. It really is, created by Hallmark, like the greeting card companies. You can read the history of it. It's like 1913, Hallmark started producing Valentine's Day cards. But the actual origins are almost like the opposite of like love and romance. Kind of ironic, really. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be reading an r slash relationship advice post. Before I read the post, though, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a like and a comment, gently caress the notification bell, and it's Valentine's Day, so make sure you gently caress it real good. Follow me on my social media accounts. Okay, so r slash relationship advice is the subreddit in which people go ask total strangers on the internet advice on their relationships. I find it pretty entertaining. So this one is from user ThrowRAJK3. Okay, the title is Boyfriend 24 Male always says the wrong thing when getting a gift. Recent example, my mom made us Valentine's cupcakes. He said, I like chocolate with vanilla icing so much better. Annoying or huge red flag? Okay, here we go.
So this has been a long-term annoyance of mine, but I'm asking the question today because his actions really hurt my mom's feelings and made me feel really embarrassed. Basically, the short version of the long story is that anytime my boyfriend,
Cave? What kind of a name is Cave? Anyway.
Gets a gift, he always makes a point of saying how the gift is not perfect for him. For example, today my mom brought over a plate of cupcakes. She recovered from COVID in January and is just now getting to where she can move around and get out of the house. It must have almost killed her to get to the store or get delivery, I'm not sure, and stand up for such a long time to actually make the cupcakes. They were fine, very cute, white cake with pink frosting and sprinkles. When she came to the door, I said something like, "Mom, that's so awesome you were able to do this." Cave said, I really like chocolate with vanilla icing so much better. My mom's face instantly sank. I looked at him like he was insane, and then we awkwardly said goodbye to my mom. Huge argument ensued when I said that he had been very rude and needed to apologize to my mom. He said he would never apologize and that people prefer when he's honest with them. Of course, I did what you should never do in an argument. I brought up all the times he's done this in the recent past. My dad bought him gas, and he said he preferred gas from Speedway better since it's better for injectors. His best friend gave him a ride share to Florida and paid for all the gas, and Cabe complained that he wasn't aware that he'd have to drive and expected to sleep because he'd been working so hard. Cabe had to work at 6 a.m., but his car was in the shop. I told him I could take him, but I would have to do it really early since I had to be back home and on a meeting by 6:30. The whole way to work, about 45 minutes, he kept saying that he should have just taken an Uber since he could have slept for 20 more minutes. Yes, I know that I was wrong for me to bring all of that up in a fight, but I think it does demonstrate a habit he has about just always shitting on people who do nice things for him. I guess my question is this a small annoyance that I can overlook, or is this a relationship red flag?
Oh my gosh. I've known people that are kind of like this. This, my dear, is a relationship huge red flag, especially if he is not willing to take ownership of this behavior that he has and work on it. If he is willing to like acknowledge what he's been doing and try to be better, then this is maybe only like a yellow flag. But oh my god, this guy, like, okay, first of all, if that was my boyfriend and he reacted that way to something Rhonda did, oh freaking no freaking way. Like, I love my mom, and first of all, when someone gives you a gift, like, it doesn't matter if you love it or hate it or whatever, as long as it's something just not like blatantly offensive to you, you need to show gratitude. This guy has no, like, he's socially inept, no social graces, entitled, and like lack of gratitude for these kind things that people are doing for him. Like, who complains about the gas that somebody's buying you? Like, oh my god, that blows my mind. Like, if this dude is lovely in like every other way, and this is the one and only, bad personality trait he had, yes, okay, if he will own that, work on it, and improve and try to do better, then I would say, yeah, you can go ahead and like continue with the relationship. But if he's not even willing to admit that the way that he is rude and offensive, then get out. Like, like I said, I have known people that act like this. It's like, who raised you? Like, were you never taught any type of like just manners in general? And that is kind of what this really boils down to. It's like, this guy is lacking basic, just courtesy and politeness and manners. It makes me so angry, and it's like I said, especially if someone would have reacted that way to something my mom did, that would be a huge deal. Just in general, never be like rude to someone who is doing an act of kindness for you. Be it like a relative or a friend or a stranger on the street. Just don't be a douchebag. Somebody could give you the ugliest sweater you've ever seen ever, but they're trying to give you a gift and they're trying to do something nice for you. So don't act like an entitled, ungrateful asshole. And that is so what this guy comes off like. I think it is definitely more than a small annoyance that can be overlooked. Is it a relationship ender? Only if he isn't willing to, make an effort to improve himself. If he'll acknowledge it, then yes, continue. If he won't, then I say run for the hills. Because if he's willing to do this to people who he would seemingly want to impress, such as potential future in-laws, or, best friends, or his girlfriend, what is going to keep him, 5-10 years down the road after you've gotten married and had kids for, saying something like that to one of his children who just gave him a birthday gift or a Father's Day gift? Like, because the way this guy acted, he would do that. People do not are honest with them in that way. There are some scenarios when people give you a gift that, if it is like maybe the wrong size or, had, okay, for example, if the mom had brought over like peanut butter cookies and he had a peanut allergy and he said something about that, that would be okay. But this behavior is just totally unacceptable. What's going to keep him from doing that the rest of his life and to his children? Can you imagine how painful it would be, to get, as a small child, to give your parent a gift and then have them react in that way? It is pathetic and it's gross, and I really hope this guy gets over this. That's a lot. So I wonder what he got the OP for Valentine's Day. She should have said like, oh, I really like red roses, but these pink ones are not my favorite, or something like that. I don't know. She should like turn the tables on him just so he can see how it feels. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down in the comments below. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I think it's interesting how some people can behave in such like atrocious manners and just totally think it's fine. Like, it's not fine to be a rude jackass. In most scenarios. There are a few scenarios in which it's perfectly fine to be a rude jackass. But anyway, like I said, it is Valentine's Day. I'm not a big fan, but I do think it's really important to regularly remind those you care about and that you care about and you love them. Don't forget that. I think a lot of people kind of take, their loved ones, be it like family members or romantic partners or whatever, for granted sometimes. And I really try to be aware of that and never take it for granted, because you never, those are your people, So, yeah, just if you haven't told somebody that you care about them recently, make sure you do it. It doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day. It needs to be all throughout the year. But I guess that's it for today, guys. Let me know. And also, let's talk about Valentine's Day. How do you feel about it in general? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you celebrate it? Do you have any like interesting Valentine's Day stories? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna stop running my mouth. I'm Asherella. This is my channel, Original Asherella. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a like and a comment. Gently caress the notification bell. Follow me on my social media accounts, Instagram and Twitter. Always tap in, never tap out, and keep on slaying like a Saiyan. And in case I haven't said it recently, I really appreciate all of the people that regularly watch my videos and comment on them. You guys are awesome, and I love you. Thanks.